character or what kind of, mentorship or what kind of?
Abusia baby love TV so yes and ma abaifa ya mama Charlotte ODURO awari jaye no na ebinum ne nya adwene ebinum fo se no wadi be ma nani e ma so try so be justify o mo se no e ma na abre mu awari nu ba dodo na adwene se be ma na abre ebimu where the current ebi abema no currently send your dress here no obi fo so ye rude o shout mu say no wa when 3 years video 3 years ago mu say Charlie we ya kra ofie kra just say bebre court nsem o mu ko du ye de ebie wo mu o mu yi na dia etie
I didn't know the day. Last time I can't say if we talk about 5 love languages, I don't doubt it, but to some extent, which like I say, my love language, money. Look at all these things. Why name Biska? Yeah, Biska. So to say your love language is money. What do you mean? What do you bring to the table? So in our olden days, they never have all these 5 love languages and all that, but they have a perfect marriage. I'm worried to their old age. I'm not doubting it, but that is not the basis for the marriage we're looking for. So it's about the 2 parties knowing themselves, loving themselves, agreeing together. As the Bible says, if 2 of you agree as touching anything, they agree together, they come to make something meaningful, building up a good home and bringing up successful children to make impact in their generation. This is about marriage. Madam Mercy, for the little submissions of me.
Yo, yes, yeah, that was a Councillor, hold up, Bremway.
Yo, Madam said, which will be
so I'm off any lady novel. I'm off the offer would be the same time as me. So I don't know if you also want to go this way. Yeah, I'm off a church.
Me de jamu cry life cry na mo de.
I of him kakra. I want lady noble so I moderator Miss Right Trend on America. It will meet me of him kakra. Yes. Next time. There be me best mechanics and this uncle 4 bedroom. Yeah. But a line. Yeah, but I'm off Miss Ryan watching Lady Bulu, but the Naka home. Yeah, in case it says a mistake, you cannot drop what. Now, mini her will be on. Yeah, exactly. Okay. That's it.
I know I charge you my way.
Papa, madam. Oh, bookies.
You for your from this room, madam. Mommy and tapping it and the program needs stay on.
Yes.
Mr. Renford, 1 second. I will see a fire for mommy and tappy. Sa de be order. Mother Mama give to Crana Musho say, and your my in a year. And no Madam say, the patrol, the Orcasabit Miacasa.
Yo, Medase.
But who? Just a second. Hello.
Ransford, Obama Sabration, and that's all class much
me type will be down woman my could be English, but you know my English. I'm a patch as a man blame marriage. Mostly we blame the institution.
The person I will pray to me, she's not here. Ransford, the person I reply and we'll see from that. Why? She's not here.
Okay.
So my counselor and my answer.
Nam can make an as a man blame English and blame you pana. You blame me pana or yard and marriage institution. No, I'm correct.
Okay, that's you dance. You answer na call asam now, you're Canada. Acquainted dynamic baby can crave fa premarital counselor no one, but then Mr. Obiwaha, what could be dana? Obiwaha, what could premarital counseling dana? either Sanos of Ghana, just be over Ghana, Wakubidana.
Okay, Ghana for Ghana, baby.
Ghana now, baby answer.
Okay, baby, yes, me my copy there.
Okay. Na Ghana, so be how I could be Ghana.
Aye.
Okay, nti ye wohwe de oye the same ana me kakakre bi ame ye wo me bi mo we. Good
evening.
Yo, but you me too when I make a series I enti no say eba premarital counselor na de eco premarital counselor na ewa me ye nye de oye form of couple therapy a obo woman I want wo partner and what prepare for our na work na onye wo friend den counselor no be catch our na lukwan mo sa let's say mo so de bi wanya ne da na ye kasa so ye kasa fa ye beka de bia emotionally focused therapy. Okay, ye kasa bi so fa psychodynamic couples therapy. Ye kasa so ye de fa ye be assessment me assessment na ya sharing of events and experience. See our events today is we experience enye wo fie we busuye mo childhood papa no so who na we no so baka both parties we beka da masemi na ya share important issues bibi to the sikasam awu benyine no wo sikasam tsedan besi ni sikasam ehona wo benya akwanje mo bia a present so ye dwuma na akutria and then e bi no was ma awal menyi muku na akutria. I'm like na what one counseling na ehona nya afa na beka de empede be yo de ye say a elkwa warpa wotiri mo fampa mercy nyuma wona elkom na o de ntuma ka wa akutria et paper no kra beba. It's who pay sleep papa and my partner so not that but because or that way your financial budget. So if you know what simuna another work at sim so what say mortgage dada so work here a quan over for the tria a pedebisi no contribute be a hin no contribute more by your whisker summit done or by 50-50 or by 100 or then in our commaster the casa so that for beliefs ujizi was today I made the madi minjinti the madi mijizi yebeka wasam yebeka for values wabra boom yebeka for religion and to be also I mean me a Christian you me a religious and you know me ko Roman e be a kono so ko Pentecost in doctrine and an church Roman in church nkom to the be it's not to cry your problem wa welum because if you are not busy no or Pentecost Benino ko Roman into be saying believe that what baptism our abofraba where you Christian was my abofraba or no cry or your problem or home into the many bekasa for home your bekasa rules in marriage. It is important to discuss the rules you expect your partner to play in the marriage. And you know, always there, na besi na edwumani benyi na edwumani. I want to be in what become when I want to walk forward the way you walk when I work. Role ben expect there who can all play with expectations and you'll be able to discuss to your partner. Na when you go in there, partner no. Ma expect if you know obotum wa ya e ho na ebu ontum nya e ho na ebu and sometimes obi no kra about premarital counseling they find out that they can't even live together and one no kra wotwum because e ho na nyema bi popoi mebo with the baby amokwa no mbo bi no san wa echi bi no so wa tredo obakasa afa children mo frama couples obakasa afa children because sometimes people wa ko wole wie no I feel I background time what do no cry what come home because many ready and I'm pedamo too and I is a mower 4 and I walk a manson on no clue to move our I feel a busy and a betcha day move bruno I'm in a milk of no I'm no milk from into a damn let me decide premarital counsel you get the opportunity to decide more for my hand when a time period the bempun what better what. So I want when we do 5 years, over 1/5, or 1/3, 3 no over to chum, or bet Nina, or bet come handsome. family relationships, no so about some cousins, family affair, and a mebusiani, and other betanami fee, and a mamma betanamo, and other memunesika, and in now become some. And a many more. Into no here, papa. Ever since how you'll be able to understand your partner. Premarital counsel or more them opportunity to understand your partner to help to develop a better any problem or more awareness how to deal with conflict resolution. It will give you awareness how effective communication is very important in marriage. It will give you awareness how sex is vital in marriage. I feel that we can so much and that or your can't seem where you misunderstanding tea and found man. Needs our question and I meant to see a meal and I'm a bread, Nina Busia, and my task there's a one yakasa how you should solve it. You will learn to develop conflict resolution skills. You will learn it. They will focus on positive aspect of the whole awareness. Baby, mechanic canning na yanko. Edda mamaki king, more him be there.
What kind of day? No, because there's it's assessment. I didn't, yeah, could be a coin day, no, patcho.
Number Chogano for say.
Is that maybe two of us? Beside the Ocano, you can when it comes to Empemagro. How I know who I won't come in, and when your husband should know when is the time or when it's not the time, like how you can communicate. They teach that one as well. So, yeah.
Okay. And then Pamago no so a person say so I was a pedal who couldn't tafro. A beer I will couldn't tafro was no one who did not do ye ma on who for no on your day. If you could some paramatan cry. The way you are no one didn't see the one tafla baby for but to I am. Now, I'm a pedal mukuni at them, and a mukunis on your dog in now while we are walking. Until you see, and say, hey, well, I went to work at the premarital council, walk on cash or how walk about now any good. And not tell my worker can one family, Jumana. And I want to walk with different places. I want to let them.
Any nanny at the age of counselor.
Oh, okay.
Come back to the topic. People are interested more in the topic than.
Council, it varies from place to place, any church to church. It's about Ghana. Some people do it for just like 1 week or 2 weeks. Some people also do 1 month. Some people do 3 months. Some people do 6 months. Some people even do 1 year. Depending on the situation and the requirement of the council, any some other things. The policy of the church are occurring some other things. So some of the topics are you may have some counseling sessions they've not discussed about 50% of those things are working.
Okay. You may dance into my main topic another. And when they say you share, not yes, ye bowara. Another and I'm not a besia, not being in the best so pa. Another a benin a kishie besia, not a day in the casa, not woods in common okay awara. Number one, or the oye acceptance. Or the I will be besia, a could be nina as an pen. Besia or jutum, there yes. Marty says a pema, Musso Martin to my young Cassana yen shay. Cassana, only tread or guarantee the above I had the audition and so pa. On your dating piano, what do all end up in my order better of a yawa. The man with the enemy before no how yan a pa be besia, so you be daytime one yaw while all your show and to know open the date to be over your hour. Until sometimes mistakes be pray because if one and you pokuna casana long cousin will be the girly in a casse or trances be or make a bread the way or no hunyama the way you ought to mempe. But sometimes obeyers and never catch a benin a day, and could you would dress and tea, men pedamin batna, academa benin about convince so there, man for men think too much about the dressing. I can change for you. Me to madre or be convince you into obey a shred of many men as say when a room to manage in there, brother. Yaka saka cravat, me interested. Me manu the reason. Na onyam on convince so. Them the men with the invisible be brina, them mistaken ye. Se benyin so pay. Now I should benyin the way your thoughts be so pen and pay. When I catch a brother, no, I'm not ready for relationship, I'm not interested. And men jib benyin nwa. Be say bo onyim pade dem benyin on pen on walen on yin nko be but still na wa kan no so still na benyin na repress na ojijine nwa. Na odidini sika valentine yo be menfu be broka fam be sia afo epoya dem be say wa kan no but ofi the oil dam na odi change be sia na adwen dem ade oil mistake pa dem na mu hu be maame na asem ye wa be foundation no very weak. Number 1 no angina ntum o se ne new coat kura o hye ba hwehwe no no hostel ho kura kai o mu no kura na bibiri also no mpena some on kind of also likeness no only people man into maybe so obi and like you don't like somebody talk less of the about doing pan. How is it possible they able to the mini pakona catch na the yellow one akon awa no kan welo and pobia we wa sama no podo on do no onye wonder oil send because won kran nyam umutitsim Empobi no on your casa. Nesha one casa the way I shen you poko name call your casa well as empenasum, nenum bonum pebacan in muban. Into yam, I mean, would or young phone soon be out. Me would have no phone some more day or cut on pema and a papano. Na papa na press no convince no do to more than any phone be for you share the madam. Sister Nana say a way I may up to me doctor, then be for you be sharing experience ma yen na ya bida. Benin be pa ya canoe. Ne benin the one or tatayan. I feel no to be piano, I feel no be a baby, a 1 day a give up. A give up. Na afanda ma. Ekose na so tata so no obi amba e bi ko bebe so wenyo tia no nyipa ko no so nkasa wo na afanda ma na mambisa afanda da ma so zi enyi bi ayimo last man impata ya kada ma so se da mbisa fo ya da ma o che da nyen kwa na ye say your time you waste your time being a young pen no I am a being a convincing wa pursue yen we chase yen na ya jatu na ye nda yen pebesi benyin no na ye nete na ye ya ma wa wale hen na ye nyo ye nyo no lo na abrabo no nkoye ya ade de de awanu gwa yen na ye lose ye waste your time am obi na ye pen wa banka dam time ma ye pen wo ho a nka ye benyin yen na atena ye bo we na ya be bon 3 bon 4 obi kita 5 obi kita 6 Timbesia for young Jinayan Nando. Se Benina so penna se penna. Sinipena catch an sinipena catch and a man jijin because in Bessia Fuema, Yana Comanoya Hal. May you so when you quite over that, and with us are somebody coming from the bar. No, I say, Bessia, I will never tomorrow was so you open when you die and you were tomorrow is when you quite one house what the father was a dad dying and. No, what didn't you? It's a man who can't let Benin that down, broken. Some yellow say, visibly the mistaken. Yeah, mamma did we say we Ccia Nyansa ever faith you. Benin be refrain from us so broken, them Benin and broken. Not so original with your barn or Bob Bell or Bejan with Mamma report him. It's a crime or stackle. Report him, Wabachana to Men did you want more Yakan and that on got fried rice be mom or more lift be or an ashada in you never say Benin pen. You says on baby more you are asking the man for a favor. May was one chance of come. Benin ya, you know, Kotokumis come off ya. I know your favor be more pet or but so why as a cow was our shanim. Or the witch bucker from was our shanim. I look at a chin or the bucker from our shanim if you in Yinson. A be an end to me Yinson. Now, if you're a chinchina, I may Yinson into Wamo by force. Besibo when you benin or in benin pen. It's no tata benin or tata benina no was down while prepare no a doing him that the did say, my tunchi fua, benin made the womb many son. Was Sadawa da danano in a da tinking there or the news and hooking. Yes, able to my socido, able to my socido or the news and hooking. And the news and hooking you re no wallow one a wallow boom. It's our last in a win one jene jow. It's our last win one jig. What's who crowd home back and you couldn't come on. They be pian and tokwa. In Tokwa. And when I was a mamma, Nimbumpo and Fin, Besebo on Pebina, Nia Mimbumpo, she can't take good care of those children. She can't even love those children. Besebo, so on Bobbin, you know, way now, and Mofmanu crowd on Boman, or to me, your Mofmanu crowd, the dame Jan. She careless about the children. The master of being so honest offer be seen on penna.
For women double tapping screen, women double tapping.
On Casabo Frano numbers. On Casabo Frano and see Kakrama Kamejina Dacher, Kakrama Kama, Yenaya for Marbanin. May you follow your best red. It was meant to red flag, Red Sea, Pocopan, and not the pain you. And so I said there, rejection. May for people I don't know. And who are you to say no to me? And I'm in my best open hour saying, yeah, who are you? Or better tap or be kind of before bro. Just because you are saying no and he feels so entitled there, you shouldn't say no. By force, by fire, was so penal, you have to say, yeah, who are you? Or better tawa Red Sea. Efrebisi, no shower hoba, Efrebisi, and a customer hang, Efrebisi, come up and I pick a test now. It took me there, new panel, the what time I tested the dad, we or do tomorrow or reply one message. No, I said that why I know who busy, Akoshi, busy. So be value, be one. The way you panel cherish as and you will see it. No matter how busy we are, no, we have time for a nyama we value. No matter how busy you are, or send a message you cannot not testing. Baby, I'll call you back. I'm busy. And test you cannot afraid, baby. And we do my fro. And so man pennon offer you money. Oh, I quite down for to call home to fast some come. It's if I couldn't madam actions in 19. See your best say, I'm in the Macade, yes, sister. No shoe and a ban. And a second, the papa no so not on pen or being poor bisha. Sister, and to me, it was if there is not there, you cannot put the dead there. You ain't to me, my dear number. On to me pretend. You can't show you affection. She doesn't have empathy for you. She cannot sympathize with you. It's one may get in a clay, not science, no. Mamma and Buy no good. The Darcy Bibri, the woman can so much margin.
Yeah, Miss Remo, I'm more from one of me and what happened. Yeah,
make my quick even a marco.
But I say one name, moderators, Cassa.
That's a moderator.
Why, me pacho, one basso, yan no lie, we are waiting at us and a sister mab. Why, see this? Let us say. See this, me pacho, Cassa, mammy.
If I told my record grandma being Cassa, me had them win.
Okay, thank you, sister. Waiting me at Cassa.
You, I wish you for me, Chacha will be a.
I do so.
Medasti. I'm saying, me mommy, said there's some Nessia Wakobano. I decide you will be a sefem, but Kakra maker as a Christian, and I say, as a nipper. Say, I'm say, if your sister in history, Peonoa name commentaries awaya. And then committee and gifting auntie. Baby, I will need baby, I will try environment. I've been an early childhood educator for 27 years in Canada, so I'm speaking from experience as a teacher or as an early childhood educator. Childhood experiences up to at least about age 6, 7, 8. It play a big role. Obia abrabo, whether we like it or not, or whether we even see it or not. So formation, yes, no. It is a no and ne baby no casa from gift auntie station one man and the program. That's why I think say she was a guest. Now I say she grew up in a very rough environment, and I'm saying your first time or Kenny. Inti Osha Tabu when you be on your best idea because you be na oni in an environment a year rich in terms of niska, but onya positive environment around her. Inti dear you see monkey do. I don't know if it's true. Dear only ohuye obi feisty, obi rough, obia. She said it and she says it all the time. I don't think she says it boastfully and I say proudly, but she acknowledges it. Say her environment was rough, and part of her is embedded in her life as a woman. She was on the rough side. And it's her roughness, no. So when you're role model, and I say, Obia, when you are in a certain environment, it is only one environment to be no one you be. When you are be ready and you want to. Not when you be, I'm a name. A piano woman as a subana woman, not one treats no one. Ubu say, now would you not that part of you? You think say a okay, a normal to you, but be on the opposite fence. No, Ubu say, oh, who's away rough, we say, and to me pleading, I'm not defending Obana Bema, I'm pleading, say. Yeniano, a quite fast and I shape to a certain degree. And yes, she chose to be disrespectful. I mean, yes, you can be disrespectful in a marriage, but a dear one disrespectful to her. Counseling sister, counselor by obeying me. A big one could be that. Ebi ayes omume enko beka se me nko no we say we stop mo no ebi ko beka se me nko counseling bia especially on some penny pa ne kwanka ho no obeka se bia onko enti so lucky enema be brave from the childhood no wa bedru grown up years adult years na counseling ko ebi we on wa ka se to da ne ka se on preacher no si wo on sorry into ebi otesa na ke so tun say counseling ko ebi awanko ana okwa wa amfa ne serious say the mam ne say bisa say any part of those said the year Obisu Jesus said say as much as we want to judge or we want to say be ashamed blame and I say pointy fingers no I am a little bit understanding and I say I am mama yensusu na yen press it obi a watiahe that down. Oh, so when you know, be a vulnerable, be a issue, or be a go through something. You full picture that. Me or say Beman is falling another 16 times and 12 times throughout the marriage. I don't believe it. Mom said because I don't think say 16 years or 12 years marriage or mother 12 years, but say exaggeration. Babedoso. Where she say, but made them a point in say, Nipan environment no as a child no I help no. Ebi a many baby a ye no. Ebi a na ye na ye child me come a long story, but a radiadum and yama society obi environment a different and yet me story ni ka. But Obia on the story, say any one source ye, as you can say, no Obia make a story, and Obia make from the childhood. Me sure say a BDA, a DNA, baby, a baby. But if you are no winner, for our baby, and tell you for me, someone I be say, and paying and a mama woman. Na, almost me resolve issue, saying, yeah, Obia uncle is separate ways. Na, say, yeah, try, say, yeah, baby, you a first magnifying glass, na ya judge, na ya accuse, na we can both fall victim to the same position, the same thing that is happening, and then marriage, and you guarantee. What the 100% are not the Yamias because we have weaknesses, people change, ministers fornicate, doctors fornicate, even doctors are not supposed to touch their patients, they abuse their patients. Vulnerability yes you bet me I follow victim one way or the other and best say mama mom pay my bano na who baby a free ba so who share the lifestyle and yes or better as so you rude and I say no money but we say and yet choice say obey that hard and that rough and that disrespectful. But when you will be amanantiamo with the manusi.
Saya that's it. Empacho me de twas no me can say mental health na Ghana once I walk baby will grow it. Maybe she grew up same place one can't describe it. But who knew what she was going through before all that. Yeah, that's so decided we have. Make us a mental health in Ghana. It's real. And yes, Sebio be away in the home abotam and I say, why a tantan a bodam for? And you may be brave conquer for 3 months. A chain said the way in the home our number bunting. Your sister, that's a pass or those.
But as a sister, 1 second, I'm a drop. Osasma, okay. Ghana. Of a repunk for the beer, almost counseling. How many people now are almost counseling? Even to cry. Just say, yeah, mental health, bad, very, very bad. Very, very and Aqualano, only never go through Nano, Wakasha like it's suppressed. It will be not why to say Jata. Oh, Okoshia will be onim how to love, onim how to express emotions, need the any aggression. Need the any aggression because or underlying pain. Sometimes who should be subaya, who can say they have a deep-seated pain. As I would treat here. So what counseling me I will say if Canada I go through counseling. Me buy a police or call counseling because never be brave me brain a year off. As a teacher for so many years, you do baby, you need counseling, you need a break. Mental disease, mental issue, and what go through from childhood that it was never addressed. And what they are worrying, and as one counseling so when you go and just opportunity now, because me yakolano, you repu me, say and then no cause what if you so now it's normal, no so then so that life goes on. But me no can be in you or despite fear. What if we are never found? Oh, are you okay, honey? Come. Me akofa banded, me bro juice, me bro cookies. No, don't worry. But rough edges, no, she was a tomboy, and she still acts as a tomboy. And see, the mental problems I want go through from collaborating, and then I want missing out friendship, good friends, hanging out with,
has not been properly investigated.
Everything for I program na na. I said, try say, justify a man, a woman. One say, this time, no, a kuti a man. Because Oshe woman or chances, or no one said we see exposing himself to the public now. The SC ama. In fact, ne kasa ubetumi aka womuno ebe kakra bi. Yenhwe ni sei. Oba ene ye de Reverend Charlotte ekunu ye ya ankaba na ye de me ma ne to papa Basi we na kwa to say enti wo sa asem no ne kan na ye den. Ne kan ye den. Pa. E di amaye because of baby a free a eba no. Ekutia yen dia ni wo say ye nua ba ko bo so mum ye susu nka asem ni sise na se ye puchi ya portion blames na aya emwa any ade ebusafo. Obi try say be saving from job. 1 second. Ye try say we die. Ye be kata ho kama. Na ye amaye. But ye try say we say ne die. Ye be ne kama. Sana be ya. Ye fa blame ma emban. But ye be ma anka by now. Ye kan den. But oba no abuse ni kunu no pa. Wa abuse ni papa. To the extent that said a court on Saturday here the abat. As to say was your worry 16 years or mother 12 times or so ne de. Enuminini. Didn't I mean say you was somebody to make us say obi to me aka say Brahma brepa. I mean, obey to me you so asama or can just to for you to things say eso ana isa ebia if it's anopa kra no mini die enye so oni die o eduane no odi ye no enye enough ebe me no what I say it was if it's anopa kra no oni die obi so beka say na me ba akwantu mu he ahena maba like I mean what am I say obi no obi ware so ma be pin kurada enye so ma ni pin da o the odi ama no enye enough comparing it to the years no ma ware no ade odi ama no isha it's a bema neka say in this 16 years of marriage no what another 12 times it could be true it could be say or person you say number of times or madano isha
Forcing me. I ain't getting it. So for me, you know, my advice to we the men here say, don't force any woman to love you. In fact, say about Bewa, it is easy. She makes things easier for you. She herself will give you the signal and say, oh, our emwa obanu na opewa. The taste is different from the one that you chased. So obapewa is different. You see, so when you push 1, 2, 3 and she's saying no, there are so many women available, you know. Just leave her alone, let her be. She has somebody that she loves. Just leave her alone. Because sometimes you know, you go into the marriage with her, no. She'll be with you, but her mind is still pursuing the man that she truly loves. So she may have divided attention in a marriage because you are not her best option. You see, and that would affect her commitment and how she will treat you in the marriage as a man. And you know, as for our women also, if you don't love the man, stand on your grounds and don't accept him no matter what. Because it is a dangerous game. You see, for me, marriage is like a factory where human beings are produced. Okay? Marriage is like a factory where human beings are produced.
Boss,
it is true marriage.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, please talk, yeah.
Yeah, please, are you married?
Certainly, yeah.
Okay. You are with your wife, right?
Certainly, yeah.
Yeah. You see, when their situation, I just want to
finish. Let him finish, please. Let him finish before you come in, please.
No, you made a point, and I want to just clarify the point quickly. Then I'll let him continue. When a situation like when somebody doesn't love somebody and you are forcing him, sometimes it's not even the man that is forcing the woman, but it's the person. There are people you will not even force, but they will, so far as the person is growing and you are friendship with him, only say okay, the option na anye juma when I am a last option. You understand what I'm saying? Because around that time, about 10, now baby uncle, oh now 10, now you are still standing, like you are still standing, but it's a mistake that happens between Oban and Bema, any both of we. And me, I can tell you, say, I'm an example of something like that. But I don't want to say my story. My story is not out there, though. Okay. But obedient peer wanting. Okay. But okay. When you meet something like that, it's so dicey. It's so dicey, sir. And yes, sir, obi for so obi and obi, but so kind of it's very irony. One year when you say a bit pointing finger at so man and now ban on a force will be now be no. So dicey, so we should look at it that way.
I know how women react. Say a pet or bar. We go all out. We try to use ways and means to pursue her. Sometimes you see the lady saying, I don't mean I don't love you. But we try to find ways and means to convince her. And much of this has been projected in the movies. You normally watch the Nigerian and the Ghanaian love stories, and even some of the foreign movies. You always see the man pursuing the woman, and the woman is rejecting, and the man is persistent, showering the woman with gifts, trying to use ways and means to woo the woman to her side. And mostly, you see that as long as the woman will give in. You see, those things do not work again. You see, within the shortest possible time, we concluded when we beer, she can vibe with it. She will give you the opportunity. But when she's hitting you back for so many for so many weeks and months and sometimes years, and you are also pursuing, it is a very risky game. It's a very risky game. And, when finally the woman gave in and you enter into such a marriage, the likelihood says our marriage, is very high. Because from the start, the foundation was no other way. Because one party, was not willing from the starting to accept, the proposal. And the answer discouraging the men from doing it. And for the women too, if you don't love the person, don't marry the person, period. Stand your grounds, because when you do that, you are going to disturb somebody's son. You see, stand your ground, say, pen. Don't go into it. Because at the end of the day, you are going to disturb your husband, and you also disturb yourself. At least when you if in case you go inside and you are not comfortable abusing the man, and he also decided to abuse you back, and maybe you lost your life out of it. You see the end product of one bad choice. So personally, what I'm trying to project in here, say Obanu on pewasema, don't force things. And Obanu so say bemana sema, don't, no matter what, just tell your grounds and tell your parent, whoever is leading it, just tell the person, say you cannot do it. And find somebody that you can vibe with. I think that is better. But if you say, oh, mami ko ebia ebesisa, it is like lottery. Then you are playing chacha with your life. Ebia bet to mesisa, ebia end to mesisa.
And the consequence of if it did not change her, is very dire. You see, so that is my my advice for both men and women. And also, what I will also say is the moment you found yourself in marriage, your posture should be said the marriage should survive. See, the moment you enter into the marriage, your posture should be that this marriage should work. So with that mindset, you try to put in your best. But if you did your best and it's not working, ubi habe say waka bon mode na enye ye enti say breakup bar and a divorce bar, at least it is justified. I get in it. Enti bia say one way or the other, you found yourself in a marriage, but you are married. At least you people should try your best to adjust and see how best you can work things out instead of try to find the exit. If you try your best and it didn't work out, then you can look at the exit as the final option. See, so we should try our best. Our marriages will work. And as I said, marriage is when there are problems in the marriage. It affects the quality of children that we bring up. You see, it affects the quality of children that we bring up. And as Counselor and some other people said, it affects the development of the children, and that can have a future implication on their life. On their life.
Ebusia.
Before I come now, let me say something.
So be behind to this time.
I hold on, but just 1 minute. But when power tap for your screen right now, your numbers, let us try tap on our screens. And before you come in, let me say something small. I guess we are trying to make excuses for a narcissistic person and a manipulator and a bully. And I think if we do it that way now, we are not being fair to the other party who is hurt. He has his part to play because Oba Watisika acquire no wadi Areno. Nanka Nanjo Amakudu Fianka. I was a mooking kanking Bible, baby Bible mono. Who could dance with them for 50 days. Now, on the man's part, what he did in this, or the Bible didn't ask for 7 children too much. I'm going to be at it. But when it comes to the wife, she is a pure example of a narcissistic bully and a manipulator. Nothing more, nothing less. Unless you will be the parents are late, the parents are alive. But she herself who chose the vagabond life to live home and go and live in the streets. She chose a rebellious life. Is a life she chose for herself. School life. You must know it was the parent that took her to the school. So it wasn't like she was coming from a background that only the obedi, and she chose the life she wanted for herself. This very afternoon, you go for Baba Kashwe say, Akolano, is this only Busia? But it was a life she chose for herself. So please, not my any excuses and fair man. It is true we say hurt people, but to what extent? Who hurt you so bad that you transfer your aggression on somebody who just wants to love you and give you a good life, to the point that even you becoming who you are today, he had to force you because he saw the potential in you and you refuse to hit what he's saying. Let us be realistic. Let us tell ourselves the truth. She's a manipulator. People now more cancer see this all cancer. She needs to stay away from social media and on an America has say she's here. She's in my town here. When she make up
You can imagine.
Ordinary puppet to a nice makeup, ordinary puppet. She's here. How is this woman suffering? In what ways? She's actually enjoying the attention she's getting because, as for whoever and this is one of their traits.
This is what they actually want. Yeah.
They love the attention. Her name is being mentioned, so we should not make excuses for such a person. And what makes me sad and a bit angry is there are these vulnerable married couples who actually listen to her and try to make it work in their marriage. We call themselves a counselor just because she or he is talking on social media. No, because what we see on social media is never true. All of them, 99% of them, are made beliefs. You get it, and we need to put these people in check.
Personally,
we need to put these people in check. Tell them the gospel truth. The man came to marry you, or Jodo. See. If somebody, well, let us assume, say, true, she need counseling and she's hurting and she's traumatized, whatever. Or if you feel the first time, the man could find a buy. Second time, or the second one, the man could find a buy. Third time, or the man could find a buy. On the fourth, the man didn't go back for her. She was the one who packed the things and went back to the husband. How is such a person suffering? Why did she go back to the husband if she was truly tired and all blah blah blah, all the gibberish is spewing around, Why didn't she go back to the husband? After everything, she just loves hurting somebody who just wants to love you. Yes, the man has his flaws. Yes, he has his part to play in all this. But let us be truthful to ourselves.
And you see, one of the things I'm hearing that I'm not comfortable with some people say is after say our Rena as she's looking more beautiful.
People are saying the man was manipulating her not to do makeup. Man, wait, does she look like someone who you can manipulate?
Yeah, and she
can manipulate herself.
Doing makeup is demonic.
So you can't. So let us
later on she says the husband was not having money to give it to her for her to do it. That's why she didn't do it.
So many inconsistencies.
Yeah, you people see that some of the stories do not
inconsistencies. So many.
Yeah.
So come now, but if you're back, I talk now. Come now, hey, Waba.
And me also. Thank you. Someone said issue, I say we are playing it in a way, it's looking like we are having sympathy. Let's have sympathy on the guy, and then we say amamre. Libya same way concerning marriage. Marriage has no formula. Counselors be counseling for 2 months, we counseling for 3 days. Now worry about 3 years counseling. You see, ube worry dago mani, ube worry sisaleni, ube worry mamprusini. It's Rubiani in culture. Enyama be brain marriage and work is because we have left where we are coming from. We've forgotten our roots. We've forgotten so many things. This is a counselor or Tony who counselor can ODURO issue concerning them and also as a also not this only bushia. Because if we are to follow the right channel, to have this marriage working now, she says in a face, young fanny say, what more bar, open, say, only mintina. Then now, who go home Bushia for Koshim. Musha say, or buy only mintina, I be ye, any, my meaning or Barney Becassa, who offer being your Barney Becassa, ye be whom or Barney side, ye be whom not drink. Ye be a sign your money in a son, a penny so I say, only your Barney worry. Just say a pastor and Ankasano also any homework. So both sides are at fault.
What you say? Because say Ebushian Bim Yan Cheki, who red flag from the beginning, sending a red flag. Now, who say Oba way more of time. One for also for one for Bushan Ibia and discuss it about Obano. Ebushan Baby knew or two say, Bema, yes, you Oba Pesa, Yempo Basa, Ebushan Penny be any Bemani Fiana. All these things are Ama Yawari engine and saying. You see, these are the things we have forgotten about. Yajai, your culture, a Google, Yakofa Bruni culture, Abefire, Abetu, Yabraboso. And this culture we know nothing about. And when I say a warrior, and Ama marriage counselors are also be brave, Ubia Kasebi. City for our age in Abepimine because Yayin Fifi, Obano from the onset, the Suban Bini Yamabi or Daitre Bemano, the Bushan for Bema, the Bushan for Besoria Casa, Etia, Neatunu for Sebema, our way in ye. Now I see what you are saying.
When they went to need for parents, you have a say, me baby's marino. The father asked, can you marry my daughter?
Because
he knew who his daughter was. He gets it.
I may say, or Beman society means to see me Bob Beman chance and I'm about Banichi. You Bob Beman so answer. Because say baby or Beman fee. You discuss with your family. When you move back, you best study Obanashi. Until Obani Suban 1 or 2 be in a Bema will offer, and now we shall pay now. Mammy be say, Eba, obey the on bow. We shall also for dear Munin Yama, we obey we on bow. Now Bema no so for paying way. So all your so for me, so say no, she'll be a say, ni so for paying way, ni so for paying Antonio. On any so for paying and come by with one same. Was it all about love? This I don't want to blame the guy, I don't want to blame the way. This is something I'm blaming the culture. I mean, the point I'm coming from is the culture because you're too young. I'm a AD. Then we go back and we say, then I forget it. We still don't go back to go and see, the culture because this is not our culture. Why are you first so worried about Yasano? Why are you first so edgy? Yasano? And no AD because now we go for what we want. Nankasena Eden or Drobeka say on Pebemano and onye say first Nanka or Hini, ye waru one more Hinipoa, or Ban or Hinino or Himano or Hinu Hunida. So you see a worrying man. So I worry ye, Miwana. Yet me worry my free copo bar bro, a worrying money ye, or my moon yimba any. I worry ye, pepe. You don't know the man from anywhere. You don't know the woman from anywhere. But Bushafa Koshiman and Musaba, we had any Maya bar or worry be now I worry no with no love. But with time, they knew say love will grow.
Those days they were married for their own benefits and not for the personal
benefit. Sister, lady, this is the problem we are facing. The white culture
is not. When you say that, listen, meaning say we can, it got nothing to do with the can. So okay, say those are the back in the days, and then you're different from your modern days. Right?
No, see, Lady Noble, these are the things people say. These are the things people say. These are the things people say. The consent of the lady. A lady Noble, these are.
CD can be meba. Come now, I was into CD saying.
Let me see, even in those days when they try to seek the consent of the lady.
Thank you. That's it.
Yeah. And no nature will say it's not about those days. That is how it works. If you come or banning the bro, you research them or ban near their bro. Say about we see, not worry no.
At least no, they ask the woman whether she would like to do it or not. The woman consent to it. They don't force the woman on the man.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Nyama sisa ukase enyesa menim ujidi, but when you check from the Bible, there has no been say the new generation of marriage. There has not been new generation of anything. Because there is nothing like Uka those days. Bible nankasa cho ekache say my enkase no yesin sisi. Because there is no new formula. That it has been Bible nankasa and your marriage mu formula. Until I say marriage has no formula. All worry sisaleni ni call tanku into ni call sisaleni kotina say na sisaleni 40 asana oko uni na kotina untimi ema efeni say dagumba ni embe cancel was sisaleni marriage mu. It will not work because he has no idea about their culture. On him saying the Sisala member etina ho efa in Cranford member etina hofa on him mushi na sa ni panic and say we are sure say the Gumbenina wakofani na on in etina ebe juma. Taking an advice from a Sisaleni person. Marriage has no formula. It's in the Bible nankasa when timia my formula of marriage. Marriage will remove experience. You learn as you go. You learn experience now now until now you pray for wisdom. Wisdom will never guide you. If you nyasa ne guide you. Papa warrior warrior. Send a woman me a treat to papa. Your wife will not treat you the same. Don't expect the treatment your mother gave to your father. Say Sana will emphasize treatment in marriage experiences. So you learn, but you apply wisdom. That is it. Papa betimia catch I know wakasa, but doesn't mean say your marriage is just like your father's marriage. Every marriage has its own lessons. Every marriage. So now, difficult in your marriage, the difficulties you face in your marriage is different from the difficulties I will face in my marriage. Obi marriage Jessica, Obi marriage Jessica, Obi marriage Yare, Obi marriage Yare, Obi marriage Kasa, Obi Kasa. What you say? So marriage itself has no formula. A wisdom for the maturity. And when I edit now our room. Because if you don't pray for that wisdom, our to me survive it. You can have the whole you will not survive marriage. And my friend is saying Bill Gates in Yiri and Jano. Say no, Uncle Bill Gates in Yiri and Jano. You still have the whole money in the world. Until our arena, we would not better bedroom in America. Say Bushiafo and now Pastor himself, or Pastor paying on any casa any show ban from the beginning, and they will not get to where they are. Or no red flags or cementy, but on you now, no Bema no swan casa on you now on your paying be explain it now. I can say, hey Bema, you are sleeping, wake up. I mean, yes, sure say, Obi Drew baby away Drew. Also, when you put your phobia and catching is a pastor, and at that time he was a pastor, or at that time he was learning. Don't think because of a virgin, it's not he was naive or something, because he married a virgin. He married a virgin. Yeah, he married as a virgin. The one he has ever known in his life. Thank you. So imagine you be see. Now I'm not your phobia and catching is a massa. Now we need the whole. No, so he went ahead with the process. He what out of the canteen. I have a bearman and your body in a virgins, and not just a banner and a bearman. Well, the man said he married a virgin, but I don't know the woman. So I can't say if she was a virgin or not. But no, the woman was the virgin, not the man. No, the man interviewed. You know, a man is since she had all the lives. She had just one woman, and that is the wife. Now, how can anybody assume such a lot to do before her marriage? You know, she was a virgin. Because this was an interview. On one side, we can't see if she's a virgin. Or see, upon all the guys and the ghetto guys on the family crowd was surprised to know, say, or you're virgin. Well, at this point, I don't believe anything that woman says anymore. I don't even think I come up with a mouth. I mean, I just want to buy a very quick ye to the Kabinaka. Look, but I post to her with things on my crime workers and inside there, but without sorry if I have the. What do you give me time, Nibi? What do you say you want to say something? The principles of marriage since creation has remained the same, and it should forever remain the same. Yeah, as a form of modernization, yeah, per se, yes, son at all costs because near masses. What Miniana Kano, to a large extent, yeah, I agree with him. Is then I will be a young okay, it will be no crime warrior, but I'm a warrior travel very well. But now and then we have options to choose. Now you to make choices based on our discretion and no into income. And then someone says no, it was because of their selfish interest. If there's any time when people marry based on their selfish ambitions and interests, it is our current dispensation. Because no one, and both men and women, only personal interest. And the bigger part ground the call for our women, and especially, I'm very sorry, I know it's a very debatable reference and topic on that one, but I mean, we will be we are very intelligent now. We will follow track of people's behavioral pattern in the communication. There's a very huge gap between credibility and then the personality now. Or I don't know how people all of a sudden Ghana we give attention to everybody who is saying something that we agree with, without looking at what the person is saying and then the personality. We lack balance of the personality. For instance, let me give example behind that. I know another very controversial one. We live in a country where, for a politician like Kennedy Japan will stand anytime and say he's the most credible personality who want to be considered as a president. And I hear people every day who want to vet their support for such an individual. Now, maybe say, can anybody trust such a person when it comes to credibility and stuff like that? Because this is one person who say one thing. Okay, today he says he's against these people for doing wrong thing or doing bad thing. But who didn't know as an individual who to say or shorty flat of near all can. But ABA Bibrinana Murefi Niano say work as MBC. Not at the he tend to do other way around. So that's just by the way. But this very woman maybe I've had my follow for a while, but at some point I was just beginning to lose track of names and because at what would be your motivation? Say, what are you maybe say now the ball as you can now your own description of how misfit he was at the time. Do people need to know all these things as part of your counseling? In an interior or share, an appearance, how he was the least among your choices. I don't know why anybody would want to publicly come out to make such an utterance. Knowing very well that human beings as we are, we feed on words. Okay, what people say about us, will either make us proud of who we are, will encourage us, will make us better. All along, now what trust is not to give any credit to the man. It was to give credit to yourself that you had better choices, or you stand higher or better. And unfortunately, this man never came out to respond to anything. Which will be on that public. Like me out to as me be can nan ni pan kuna me hu photograph e biada ona na me hu se bi we ennyam for ogu no wonye obia oyede o pe abontin sem na sem bo abontin bi na wo di nsem china ukrim se counseling na wo di na reference illustration akeke na wo di but at the end of the day who kasa twi ni pan who kasa Casetino, the one I ain't fair, the knee and I won't pay, you don't need those things. You can better communicate. People don't need your experience to make judgment. Counseling is not about your experience, about their experience, what people have been through, and what you think they could have done better. But now, be on one. I feel that loose talk now, the brain, are they affecting? And as a result, maybe she was gaining audience and she was gaining attention, and that ate into her head. It's all of a sudden, she felt carried away, and her voice is becoming more louder than that of the husband. And look when I say, it's got nothing to do with the man that say, because people know even more than Nikunudia. And they wish I be make another one will be a man. Then I maybe feel what demanded any form of respect from me as a wife. You can tell clearly such a person the marital responsibilities now on financially, and I'm not surprised. She said if what that message is saying, a 16 or 15 year really marriage, they say man a claim is sexual intercourse was just few times, and you can imagine how a man endured. That alone was a very severe form of abuse, emotional abuse, that maybe we also fronty also say and maybe pie bomb and all they are come church and I believe if these cases are before our court in Ghana, for the first time, let's set the court should go into all the evidence, the man is, allegations, not properly claiming all the evidence, go deep into it and serve justice to men for once, because from oftentimes a lot of men are going through silent abuse and nobody is speaking for them, because we are not the talkers, we are not the loudest, and we have made laws that naturally favor women because they are weak in creation. But it doesn't mean women are not intelligent. Women are intelligent. They know what they want. This woman know what they want. She decided that she will not go for that thing she wanted because at the time those things were not available for her. She didn't have them at the time. And Kawon Fabra, Papari, and Yefri, and Kawon, now on Jinin to Masawari. Those choices were not coming. Then, Mr. Ranger, Bisasa, now or no, Bano so, standing for no, and no, so who was she? You see, women, some, especially young women at some stage in their life, never identify themselves to feel, I deserve a certain personality because of my personality. The woman believes that even say, kaya yekwano onamwa, she deserves a prime minister. A natural thing around women, so the fact that she's a woman means that, and especially when they are a bit exposed, because also we live in a society where which means sikeni otitru, which means ekofa, be a village girl or excuse me for my language, oba on sheda and bobra and every university from the SHS Aquara Grana, why they were and lifting. So that make them feel entitled to feel the best must be on their side, and therefore if they haven't had that best, anyone who is coming is being shown some kind of favor. And then America say that best now on claim me hope neither was what her expectations were or her direction was. Where were they? They were not there. Only hope. So the exes there and see that one sometimes women forget. Some exes that may be coming your way today
and never junior will say, and cannot win and can win. If they had married you at that time, they wouldn't they would have even made you waste. And then everybody can tell clearly how much impact this gentleman the lifestyle and your presentable pay your status. How much impact that gentleman has made in your life, in the contribution in your life. It's very clear. It's very evident.
The man made ODURO today. If they are not saying it, the man made her. The opportunity for the man to give you as of mommy and opening the man for BD with you in your followers. One is as of mommy title, one farmer Nanka who will listen to her because what were you saying? That one or two riding in foot to men or the woman.
And sometimes they tend to make a part of women. They feel entitled naturally. I mean, especially African background women of African heritage, they feel entitled that they deserve the best, and nobody can demand anything from them. Men cannot. They want to make us say, oh. Especially so it means that based on our offense or one or the more. I drink crowd will now not even be a subject of conversation any longer. You should just look at Naho Fekentino and worship her because when she stepped out there, VH force Ejinamo. Irrespective because V18 in the Subainti, she's already on tip on so I don't know how to put it. She's riding on high horse. The fact that big she's being exposed, but trust me, go and be a wife of those people one day and come back and Salah who says Salah, it is not what really it is. So please, let's try to finally to wrap up now. The principles of marriage are very clear and well defined. Let's try to follow it. There's nothing like cutting corners. My brother, the pastor, I sympathize with him. We are men. Sometimes we all go through such a thing. You just want to prove a point. Say, look, maybe if your doubt is not about all men, maybe your doubt say, oh, men, and I didn't experience it. I'm taking my time, or I'm just being. I'm cold at this moment. You just want to prove a point. Say, look, I can become that extraordinary person. But if you can clearly identify an arrogant woman. Me prepare. Now, you couldn't even say thank you for showing interest in me. Now, I am not interested. Now, block you with the little number because automatically who name kasa. Intelligence, because genuinely, who need me? All right. The fact that to me are communicating me message, the intention to you. What I know in the form of courtesy is, oh, bro, thank you for showing interest. At least we have thousands of women out there, but you know what? I just feel like I don't know you enough. I am in a relationship, and I don't think that I'm looking for another love. I'm going to think that but you're a nice person. Let the person feel respected. To me, sure, baby, no, I can't go. Mr. Many Jews, sorry, I'm not interested. Really, son, if you ladies here who can attest to it, boring, crassing, you don't do that. It's like communication, key in everything. Corporate word marriage, key. How you can even win the heart of a man where he won't even feel offended for you turning them down. Who should obey? Maybe now when we get and cry to me. And you say this with what? Confidence and ego. What is the message? What is that message you put out there? The impact is to the people listening to you. So you find it. So like marriage formula being a bumpire is a
Formula name.
that is it. The principles can be
Bible 90 my formula. Indeed.
bro.
The formula in the Bible is telling women. And when you meet your timer, say anka scriptures and make quote scriptures. Bible no, you are there deeper into the Bible. We are coming from the Bible itself. So we see Christians. Christians does not know where we are coming from. Christians, we are coming from
the formula, the marriage have its own principles. The principles on which marriage
there's formula in the Bible. So what is the formula in the Bible?
I would use the word formula. I will use the word principles.
Those are the principles that the Bible more about marriage.
Is that what the Bible said?
See, that is not the Bible. We are not discussing the Bible. If we are to discuss the Bible,
I asked you for what's the principles? The principle in the Bible. So I would want you to give me all the principles in the Bible.
Say principles, a woman. Instead of me says, if we are doing Bible study today concerning issue now, I say we don't change the topic. We just say
I can answer that question.
But the question is, I think it should be very easy and simple to answer, not without going to
the make a say, Oba Brewasima Ukunu, Nabema Eden, Ukunusu, Doba. What I say, and no principles concerning marriage. Oba Brewasima Ukunu. Now, Bema so principle concerning marriage. Friend is saying, go okay. That's what I say. That is the point. But there are other points we can read. But if we are doing a Bible study concerning we now and topic we are to now you say let's dive into the Bible itself concerning marriage and we are and can bit me nyama go. What you say? We ourselves, as calling ourselves Christians, we are coming from a polygamous generation.
Welcome.
What you say? So if we want to delve deeper into this thing now, it might be brave. We the generation calling Abraham the seed of Abraham. We are coming from a polygamous generation.
That's why I'm a prophet. I drop it. Let me perceive prophet.
He came back. Apostle, will be back.
He should come back. No make us up.
Question. What's in the Bible? No. What's in the Bible? No. Principles are. I know it won't change. We're gonna stick on it. No, come now. Bible no cast men to love, so women we will submit, so be submissive. And I say, okay, so why? We said sometimes you can say women should be submissive, men should love, but the way Bible no kind if it's the way I use and Kenyan send us to ye. So, into me, catch me both. The make an say, you can see, catch you when you are mamma say, Amundo, true love will give a woman understanding to submit to that love. And yes, a young submitted to give love, to get the love. You love us, so with the love in nature. Yes, you have a brain. Sister, what you say?
My little colleague, listen, lady, somebody loves somebody to the point that he is giving it like the woman never submitted.
That's the response. Obia for 1.5 years.
Oduro never submitted to the husband. All the love this man I showed there. So
Oduro a GHS leaver. Oba we polytechnic.
Apostle requesting you.
He's not even here at all.
As I speak currently, the woman is doing her LLB. You know, so obviously it means that she's. She's pursuing a career to become a lawyer. You see, and actually, no, some of Obano only utterances are meeting, and or say, one of the interviews or granted, or say, I thought they be a worry, and see, you can decode some of those things to her personal experience. Say, worry, bear man, not being warfare man.
Yes, only says I didn't hear me.
I thought they be a woo cosurana, a yemia. And
I said, no, kind of a yemia, papa, because I didn't know where she was coming from.
Grandma Ben and I do warfare. You see, this is where sometimes some of us begin to, assert the authority of the male gender coming from the Christian background.
Yeah, let me play the devil's advocate. She was trying to say, educational wise, not doing from on just a woman I don't from because only knowledge, it is the
same thing.
You see, this is an can be from the beginning. It looks like our phones can be as an Omami Casa. Oh, problem, it's not about girl. I say, she's saying things. I say she wants to say something against the husband. Now I'm on a platform.
There's so much inconsistency in her speech. Like,
she wants to voice out her anger.
She's saying to us, oh, Charlie. Was it the husband wakes her up at 2 a.m. to pan fufu for him?
That been on cancer.
Our devil advocate now who play. Our man not dream of him. No quality. That is what my wife came back from. No, the moment I'll bet me or that you to a point say we are more to now to Honum, and only my wife can conform. Obama bet now, to ourselves. In a way, no, you will lose God, yes or no.
You can blindly read and say, Bible will say a man should have a wife until the man will do what the Bible says he should do. So what?
The Bible didn't say a man. Hold on. The Bible didn't say a man should love a bad woman. It says you should love a submissive woman. Until the woman becomes submissive, you love the woman. If they are not submissive, forget it.
It's a give and take. Once I'm submitting, you are loving me. One cannot go before the other.
It speaks about the virtuous
one cannot go before the other.
One of them is saying, I don't even care about you. You are my last choice. Why should you love such a thing?
Right.
Why should you love such a thing?
Said that time Nana Okasasim when you may be running through her mind. She didn't know where it was going. It was just a mere talk. I don't even understand something.
Beloved ladies here, intelligence comes in. What to say?
A woman I was so knowledgeable. I'm telling you. Now one can say just like that.
Women don't lie. Women, they don't lie. From the way they will tell you.
Sometimes we do.
No, they don't. Sometimes they don't. But they say it in an abstract way. It's for you to decode it.
Sometimes we lie.
The lies comes when it reaches this point. The lies come when it reaches this point. Right now, she will be lying and saying a whole lot of different things, trying to justify and try to portray to us that she is innocent, she did the right thing. So now is the time the lies are coming. But in the beginning, women tell us, maybe like one of our brothers said, you are in the friend zone. You are very usable. You are one. I will use you. You are this. So it's for you, the man, to be smart and decipher between all this. That is what it is.
You also know that there's a woman somewhere lying to a man that she's the apple of her eye because of what she's getting, and she's lying.
It's more control, but they say what you want to say, ma'am, your actions don't lie.
Your actions don't lie.
Your actions never lie. In my home, your actions can control that. Or Baba trying to try but say and yes, or trying to your actions never lie.
Of course, the actions, but then when we come out talking the lie, we lie, we lie.
I know that yet I say the lights come after everything has unveiled itself, because you will tell us your truth. This is what I want. I want a man that is like this. I want this. I want this. So if we don't listen and we push, then you give in and everything goes south, then that is when you are coming to life.
Guys, this woman came in knowing very well we it's a fact. Our calculated. She was just waiting. Hold on.
Just waiting for the right time to be.
She was just.
She knew. She knew what she was doing.
Our 16 years only by my band that a friend is saying. And I got this was 12 times.
Ranger, when it comes to that sex, I blame the man majority part of it, because the day they got married, no, that's when them 50 days old.
Now why
you 50 days? 15 years, 50 days.
On the end, Bible fasting, Bible fasting.
Of course, Obama no compare Oba on pen. Obani mani husom peno. From the word go nangasano. Na Obano 18. Answer no more your wedding. Man the ninja in or the Danny Bible.
On the wedding night.
Yeah, of course. On the wedding night, Obasi on our force. Now I call Warren.
What I believe is because whatever you know is about the sudden. No, I'm talking about the man, not the woman.
Man, then I know you're virgin. Yeah.
Now he was afraid to
the man is a man who have houses and you can testify it anyway.
See, we forget where the man is coming from. What you say?
We're very sexually active.
Of course.
Yes, I don't know why now Christians Bible
says the lack of knowledge, my people perish.
Another issue can make you only say Nicola Treno, Sancola Treno. Papa no what check it there. Because at the part of consistent is now on your trade. No crown, no essay to be
someone inside does not take 5-6 times to get a woman pregnant. Just once can make a woman pregnant.
Out of the 12, no,
it's not very possible.
It is possible, but the chances for just 12, no, maybe 100. I'll say.
Chances
for 12, maybe 36.
You will defend this thing. The chances that if you go out,
I could for 16 years. Can you believe it?
What sense does it make?
I don't know. It's not enough. That is why you can count. Sleep with your wife. For right now, I can't count how many times I sleep with my wife, because it's enough to lose count of a lifetime.
I think why that issue. Let me clarify that.
No.
I think that issue.
Mommy, 1 minute. One thing is, if the thing, like the whole year, there are some things which is very, very important. I did it just 3 times or 2 times. I will remember. I can count it. So that thing, if I do it every year, like my vacation, every year through for 13 years, how many? It's 26. I can count it. So if I have a woman and the sex is like once in every 3 months, 6 months, what can't I count it?
That easy. That she got leaked as a result of Papano divorce petition.
Yes, I'm not and I'm managing. Yeah,
I think don't leak. Let us not forget. I mean, when you deny your husband sex, in marriage, in marriage, when you deny your husband, not even your husband, your partner or your spouse, it constitutes to emotional abuse.
Yeah, what I'm
I think, sir, I'm beginning to believe that is why the man will have to.
Sexually abused.
Because if I marry you for 8 years or whatever years, and I get only 16 or 17 says, you can have 10 children out there.
Rome say, I never was in the say, and if I say GBBA, about 80. So I say, when I said the money or Barney and wine, one the catcher was into or more or what's wiring or what's on for the whole 60 and years or some also or my having says, the money to make count. How?
Miss Berman,
we are Bema. We are never going for been a couple of facts on the Yamana or Banadam, Mamasa, Snasena, your home, maybe or Benubi or dog. One time I see a few months, Ben Conco Phobia, on door now, you may yam another wine. Obaundo, Massa Uzi, Casa of J. You don't need one more, the Yamba. Because it's got to be told, but now, who did that? Why pounds he can only get about the annual. And I go, our is a home bringing from where no more home in Chinia.
Papa, Ranger, Mantago. We are not minister of question. This man got married a very, you will agree since I could call by or someone old test drive the car and answer the Mariana answer because
yes, it's important.
I don't know so too much. And I
say we are delving into the Bible. We see as of before we bring can or mind you. Baby, Namina make sure say see Christosuna or Musum, they don't understand it. Thank God say me research kakrabina Matian and who say Bible like the Holy Scriptures now we are making so much mistakes. We are say the Christosuna to your testimony and we are in wrong way. We are on the wrong path. Because the Bible itself now suffer for normal kind. You didn't know what is in it. Someone in your woman. See, you can't be too holy to be a Christian. You can't be too holy to be a prophet. You can't be too holy to be a pastor. Because in a mema example say, omo anyame use you omo ewo Bible ni mu nyina no are sexually active. David Bonekra nyame ka che ni say na say impana oyire na opa ade na wen bisa me na manfa na eden na me fa bi nka wo na wo ko fa usoja ne we no. That is why God punish him. Inti yiro do anya bone. It is
God didn't punish him now. Me say Bible need the men from him. God didn't punish David. Instead he killed an innocent kid.
Punish David. Punish him.
So you have to change.
The topic, guys.
Our real itself, almost now my info. But if we are to delve into it, it's not make a choice. He's been too holy. It says our first and our can. On Nankasano, there may be one anchor, so it's now non drink to. But although and I am for do and run your memory and for do now no Nikitano is different. Say, or no to so baba one. Now to so bano baluku and now at now maluku. All these years, maybe man and I who say he's this quiet type, pushing in your mammy share time now, or basu now, or you're not sorry in your man. He was afraid, say he will lose his way. Until now, to me, financing him out. Because at the time now, ODURO, mommy, yes, I video. Charlotte, video about how she's been treating the husband during relationship. No. Years back, yes, that video. No, I was drunk
Until the actor said, no, you're boloku because buy a going mass, why you be clear? Just like what kind of from beginning, we're going mass. You for you to even go that route and keep sitting there, no, there'll be something wrong with this, our brother. That lady, dear, I will say, this is a bad woman, straight away.
Yeah, that's it. DH made me there.
Sharp.
DH, whatever.
No.
I'm a patrol. Mantago. Yes, Mr. Cadman Kasana, I'm in Kokujari.
Abusiampam cho edi dwumede na bawie ye besa to aso nyambo e kina no pa. Medam ase. Bye bye.